Jay here. Just an update for my subscribers that like the 3D parts of my channel. I had said a few months ago that I had some new printers coming in and some other things going out. So this was just to let you know that I got rid of my R2X. I still have one at work, but I got rid of one here and kept my R2, which is still printing like a champion. I think it's got over 1,500 hours on it. It just keeps printing like a champ. I've also got a CME CNC brand Delta Orion. Now, in case you didn't know, Deltas use a polar movement system instead of a Cartesian that's X and Y. I mean, it's still X and Y and Z, but it does this funky conversion so that each arm knows where it's moving. Supposedly these do better on round objects because it's a swing instead of a square off. And also they're supposed to be faster. Well, I've had this printer for about a month and I'm not really particularly enamored with it. It doesn't print as fast as a lot of people have been claiming. It's reliable at 70 to 80 millimeters a second, not 200 like people claim. It's not, the resolution is not as good, but part of that's because it has a 0.5 millimeter nozzle and I haven't switched it out yet. I would like to move it to a 0.4, which is what's in all the which is in 90% of your 3D printers is a 0.4 nozzle. So I think before I pass judgment, I need to do that. Put a 0.4 nozzle on here to see how well it does. I really think that's part of what's holding it down. The other thing that's holding it down is it came with sucky ass software. It came with Matter Control, and here, let me turn it so you can see. Now, Matter Control looks fairly clean, you know, it's easy to control, but the damn thing crashes every 5 minutes. If you upload too big a program, it crashes. If you upload a, what is it, an ANSI STL, it'll crash. If you try and change the scale on an STL, it'll crash. I've updated the software, I've tried it on another computer, it did the same thing. Really not happy with it. But I've got 2 Craftbots coming from Hungary next month. And Craftbot has their own front end called Craftware. Now, Craftware is like Rapidier Host or Cura, that you can use it for any printer as long as you know your setup. So I've set it up, as you can see right here, to run the Delta. And it does a lot better job than the software, the Matter Control that came with it. This actually works fairly good. So I'm still playing with it, and it's fast. The Matter Control is also very, very, very slow. It's like the old Slicer from 2 years ago. But this one's fairly fast. And of course with the Replicator you use the MakerBot software, which is fast too. This is actually faster than the MakerBot software. You know, a lot of people slam MakerBot, you know, Hollywood, you know. Hey, my R2 has just been like a printing machine, always has. So I'm not going to knock it. Now, like you see, I've got this Delta Orion. I'll do a separate video of it printing. I guess I could do that right now here in a minute. I'm getting ready to load another file on there. But I've also got the 2 Craftbots coming. And next month I've got a Boots Industries BL02 Delta. Now that's a 300mm OD by 300mm tall build platform. It's basically a 12 by 12. So it's basic. It looks like this but much bigger. And that's coming next month. And I say this every time, my Mackie box will eventually show up. You know, I think Mackie, just the guy in China that screwed everybody that bought into his Kickstarter. Everybody. His name is John something. But yeah, that's not gonna appear. I think that was all a scam. Oh, and I've got, I'm not gonna pull it out, but I've got my 3D Form and Matter 3D scanner that I've got to set up here and start using too. So again, let's recap it for all my 3D subscribers. The Delta Orion that I'll do the review on. My ongoing love affair with my Replicator 2 back there. We'll be doing some lay wood. I got a roll of lay wood. and some Ninja Flex, so we'll be doing that here in the next couple months. I've got the Boots Industry Delta coming here in the next couple months. I've got the 2 CraftBots coming here in the next couple months. I've also purchased Simplify 3D to learn, which is the front end slicer you have to pay for. I think that's about it. That's all I've got. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let me take it back. Next week I have a CreateBot DH02 delivered to work. Now that is a dual system. I mean a dual head ABS PLA, PVA hips, heated bed that's 250 by 250 by 450. So it's basically a 9.8 by 9.8 by 17.7 printer that prints in a vertical format, but it's a square or Cartesian bot. Now what's cool is this runs Makerware, Sailfish, Replicator G, and this is the Marlin Replicator and other software that I'm learning. So I'll have some of that too. I think that's all I've got for my 3D guys. For my gun guys, real quick, I've got the M&P Smith & Wesson M&P 15-22 rifle with the slide fire full auto conversion, my M&P 15-22 pistol, my Glock 42, my Mosin in the Archangel stock. So I've got several of those videos that I've got to put together and put up here for my gun subscribers also. So thanks for taking a look. Keep an eye on my site. I'll have some more stuff here soon. One thing I have to tell you, I have to go in here and change this so when it finishes printing, it returns to 0. Right now it just stops. I don't like that. Some people do, but I don't. So you gotta wait for it to finish and hit home towers and it'll raise up off the print area. Alright, so this is Jay. If you have any questions, give me a call. Just kidding. Don't call me. I won't answer. But on YouTube, post a question and I'll see what I can do. Again, this is Jay. Have a great night and keep printing.